Hi guys, welcome back to Avalon. So if you stumbled across this video today, hello, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. This is going to be a timeless channeled message. So if you feel drawn by the title of this video, then this message might be for you. Let's see what comes up here in the energies today, Spirit. Okay. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart, and rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Okay, so if this is you, you might go through a situation right now where you feel rejected by someone and all hope is gone here in regards to a connection. This could also be another person feeling rejected by you or being afraid to be rejected by you because maybe what has happened in the past between you guys was not fair to you and they might want to make it right, but they have lost all hopes to make it right because of a past rejection from their side that has really hurt you. Let's clarify this before I say anything more and ask for more of the overall energy of this. Spirit, what is this about? This is a very desperate energy. Okay, we have poised. And we have community. So on the outside, things might look completely fine. I'm going to read this as your person here, or as a person in your energy. They might look fine on the outside, like they have their life together, everything works out well for them. They spend a lot of time with friends, with family, pretending everything is okay. But on an emotional level, they're really not okay. They're really not okay. There's an energy of feeling like they have lost you forever. Feeling like they want to reconnect, they want to start fresh, or they want to go back to the way it was when everything still worked out fine, but they know they can't. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of worry, and in this present moment that you're seeing this, they have lost all hope for this to ever work out. But on the outside, no one knows what they're going through. This could be a person, I'm getting the image of the Nine of Swords in my mind. So this could be a person that is up at night, not being able to sleep, thinking about you, worrying about you and the connection, not knowing what to do, feeling like there's nothing they can do. But then as they go about their day, meeting other people, going to work, meeting with friends, they appear to be fine and content and happy with their life. Maybe their friends or their family don't know about you at all. Maybe they feel like they cannot talk with anyone about you because you were a secret. Yeah, they kind of kept that from their immediate social environment, that there's a person that really means a lot to them. Maybe you're the first person they ever felt serious emotions for, but maybe it's too late and they cannot get over that. Let's clarify this. Spirit, please tell me about the overall energy here. What is this about? Okay, so the King of Cups has a lot of emotion. This is a person who has a lot of feelings for you, but they might have never showed you. The shadow aspect of the King of Cups can be a person who is emotionally avoidant, who does not show their feelings, who pretends they don't have any. But the cup is full here of feelings. They just don't admit to them. Not to themselves potentially, but definitely not to you. Again, pretending maybe they don't care. They have other interests. They focus on other things. That might have appeared, that entire behavior and demeanor might have appeared as some sort of rejection to you. You might have felt rejected by the person. Okay, in the current energy, there's the Eight of Wands. So energy is moving here rather fast. there's some sort of energetic build-up here that's coming to the surface. This person wants to communicate with you, wants to reconnect with you, but also in the past, there could have been an energy of maybe you had kind of a serious conversation about your intentions for each other, or, you know, you might have told this person how you feel and they just put it off. Maybe being harsh, rejecting you, dismissing what you feel out of fear. If they admit to how they feel, they would have to be vulnerable and sensitive and open up to you emotionally. They cannot allow themselves to do that. They're good with surface level, sort of shallow relationships where it's just casual dating maybe, or just casual friendships where no one comes too close, because they might have been rejected in the past by someone or by their own parents growing up. Maybe they were shamed for their feelings. So there's the subconscious pattern for this person to just never develop any feelings for someone, or if there are any feelings, to just dismiss them, to abandon them, to pretend they're not existing. Meanwhile, you might have noticed that this person feels about you the way you feel about them, maybe telling them, you know, well, we clearly like each other, you know, what's going on here? I'd like to get to know you better. Can we talk about this? And this person was just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't feel anything. You might have felt like the crazy person here, like, I cannot make this up in my head. Maybe you questioned your mind here, like, did I make this all up? You did not. And this person knew that you were right. They're looking back on the conversation, if there was one, and they're not proud of what they said to you and how they, again, pretended they didn't feel anything for you. They felt as much for you as you felt for them. They just could not admit it, because opening up like that is scary to them. It frightens them to death, is almost what I'm getting. It scares them so much they cannot allow it to happen. So they rather try to get you off their back and say something hurtful so that there's more distance, so that they can breathe, you know. This looks like an emotional avoidant pattern here, but they regret that, you know. I want to make it clear that what this person has done and how they treated you has nothing to do with you. It has all to do with them. You made them aware of something that they did not want to admit, that they did not want to see, that they did not want to work on. It wasn't fair to you. You might be the first person who sees through them, the first person that was not a hollow, superficial connection. And a part of them really wants that, they feel drawn to that, but another part of them cannot allow that to happen. This person has a lot of work to do, can I just say, when it comes to the emotional department. What's the past? Strength. Yeah, some pride and ego here with this person. You guys could have met in the summertime. They appeared like they have their life together, like they're confident, they're mature, they're responsible, they're happy, they're at peace with their life. This could be a Leo, quite literally, or a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person is they enter a room and here they are, you know, they draw a lot of attention to them. They're very expressive. I'm getting a person who is gesturing a lot. I don't know what that means, but someone who's very active, someone who's very present in the moment, who's very social, who likes gatherings, who likes to spend time with people. But they also sell themselves as, it's an act. A part of that is an act. It's a performance. And beneath that, they're hiding some sort of emotional insecurity. You might have been the first and only person to have seen that, and it scared them like crazy. Because that has never happened before. How can it be that this person, you know, that's what they're thinking. How can it be that this person can look through me like that? I put on this show, like, I'm confident, I appear a certain way, it always works with everyone else. Why is it not working with this person? They didn't know how to handle it, is what I'm getting. What's the future here? Seven of Cups. Can you clarify that, please? That's Seven of Cups. High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner knowing. You seem to be a very emotionally sensitive and emotionally intelligent person. If you always felt a connection, if you felt like this person had feelings for you as well, it's true. I see it in the cards, but also if you intuitively just know that, it's true. They just couldn't admit to that. There might have been a level of arrogance with this person and you just saw through it. There's like a wounded child underneath or something. You wanted to soothe their pain. In a way, you wanted to tell them, they can open up to you, they can trust you. You're not going to judge them. If they want to talk, they can talk with you, they can be honest and real with you. This person is not used to that. But it's kind of like now they're sitting with the consequences of their actions, with lashing out at you or being unfair to you, pretending like they don't care when really they do, pretending like they don't feel anything for you when they do. And now they're kind of falling apart, as the card says. I don't necessarily see them opening up to you in the near future here. They have a choice, but there's a lot of fear. Seven of Cups, please give me one more. Knight of Wands. It looks like for now they're going to continue their old ways of kind of showing off, pretending things are fine, maybe even pretending that they don't care when you see them. They do. This person is very emotionally immature. It has something to do with their childhood. Don't allow this person to use you. They could come in and out, You might give into a fantasy of this person opening up to you at some point in the future, so you stay available. Don't stay open for someone who is not ready yet to be honest to you. The person is not on the same maturity level as you. They have work to do. Don't stay emotionally available and easy to find for that person, just because you have compassion for them and understand where they're coming from and what their issues are. It's nice that you have that understanding and that inner knowing, but right now this person would not be able to give you what you want. So keep a healthy distance to them and try to not focus on them. Try to not stay too attached. Like, what will they do next? What will they say next? But I want this to... Try not to do that. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but I think you know deep down that this person is not ready yet. It doesn't mean they never will be. But if you give in to that now, it's not going to work. You will be rejected again. This person might open up a little, but then close their emotions off again, and then they're detached again, and you're like left wondering what's going on. And maybe in a few weeks or months after that, they come back around and you're open again, and they come back in and then they leave again. It's like, don't allow yourself to be some sort of exit or option for a person who is not yet willing to do the work. I don't see them willing to do the work yet. And again, it doesn't mean that will never happen, but right now it won't. Three of Pentacles. What's the Eight of Wands? Wow, that was a lot. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. This person wants to connect with you. They want to be in touch. They want to get to know you. They want to water the connection, but they don't have the tools to do that yet. You might feel a lot of potential with the person. Like if they would just look at this emotional wound that they're carrying, if they would just work through that and heal that, we could kind of work out as romantic partners, as friends. You really care for this person. This person deep down cares for you too, but they cannot give you what you're looking for right now. They cannot rise to the occasion yet. They're not ready. This person is not ready. They don't know how to build a solid and stable relationship, build a relationship from the ground up. Again, this could also be a friendship. They don't know how to do that. They have never learned that. They're mostly disconnected from their emotions, living from logic, putting on a show, but they feel kind of lonely. They feel pessimistic. There's something missing. And what is missing for them is emotional fulfillment. A tiny bit of them knows that, but they cannot admit that to themselves yet, because that would mean that they have to work on something, and they're not there yet. Like having to admit that something is wrong, that something needs to shift. You know what? Give this person a few more years and they might figure it out, but I would not wait for this person. This could work in the future, but not right now. This person has work to do. You are like, in terms of spiritual evolvement and healing, you're like a few steps ahead. This person is behind. They have to catch up with you. Don't lower your standards. Don't lower your expectations for this person. Don't wait for them. Don't pause your life and wait for them. That would be a mistake, I feel. This person needs to... They need counseling. They need therapy is what I see. They need to deal with the thing that is blocking them from allowing themselves to go after what they feel, to allow themselves to completely immerse themselves into their emotional truth. They cannot do that yet. They have never learned it, and I don't see them working on that here anytime soon. But if you're asking about, have I made this all up in my head? Does this person really don't love me or have feelings for me? You did not make this up. This person has feelings for you. But right now they're breadcrumbing you. They're stubborn. They don't see something clearly, and it has something to do with their emotional availability, which is not existent, right? There's a blockage and it's theirs. It's not your problem. It's not your problem. It's not your issue to fix this. So I would kind of keep a healthy distance from this person. They can figure this out in the future here, but I don't see them figuring that out now. Yeah, but it is a person that you feel a connection with. You could know this person for half a year, 6 weeks, 6 years. Ace of Wands. There is a lot of desire here for each other. This comes down to choices. If this person ever chooses to work on their issues and clean up their emotional baggage, this could have a fresh and new beginning. However, it's completely up to this person. You cannot force this person to do that, right? They have to come to those conclusions themselves. Maybe they have to hit rock bottom first, or come to some sort of a harsh awakening before they change anything. Mostly people kind of need this rough awakening before they get going and take action and make a change, but you cannot force that. Focus on your life, live your life. Keep a healthy distance to them because they're not emotionally safe for you yet. If you get too invested in this and start something, you would just be hurt. The timing is not right. The timing is not right yet. It could be right in the future. Matter of fact, I think it will be. Look at the Ten of Cups here. 6 of Swords. This could be a situation of right person, wrong timing. Because you aren't on the same healing level yet. Maybe this person hasn't started their healing journey. The moment they do that and put the effort in and get their life in order and stop pretending, that's when things will get moving. And if you have such a deep connection here as it seems with the Lovers, you will feel that. You will feel it energetically when they start doing something. Again, don't wait for that. Right now, this person cannot give you what you deserve. All right. That's all that I have for you for now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.